Hello and welcome to NDC 2021, our 14th Nexon Developers Conference. I'm Owen Mahoney, President and CEO of Nexon, and I'm excited about each of the sessions in our schedule this week. From the start in 2007, NDC has evolved from an internal meeting about game development into a forum for the industry's most innovative thinkers to share ideas. At the core of this conference is our belief that innovation is the primary driver of creative and economic growth in our industry, and that the people at this conference are capable of delivering the next great breakthrough in game innovation. I've been a gamer all my life, and I've worked in the game industry for more than 20 years. Much of my work has been focused on building and operating companies. But the part of my job that I enjoy the most is working with game developers who have the passion and the foresight to create truly new interactive experiences. The global games industry has become a very large and fast-growing business, so it gets a lot of attention and envy. But at its core, making games is a creative endeavor, so any serious video game developer has to do some deep thinking about innovation. So I'd like to spend just a couple of minutes at the opening of NDC 2021 to talk to you about innovation. And as you go through the week's programs, I'd like you to ask yourself if there's something that is blocking you from your potential to innovate. Over the years, one of the most important of the things I've noticed is that everyone says that they love innovation and support creative people, but when it comes time to actually doing the innovation, creators find a wall of resistance at every turn. Not only is creating something new difficult by itself, but creative people usually encounter a long line of others who don't seem to want them to succeed. There are usually a lot of roadblocks to doing something new and interesting, and innovation puts new demands on technology approaches, policies and procedures for the organizations around them, and even new demands on customers to think in different ways. Fundamentally, it requires people to change, to think in different ways, and for most humans, change is really hard. Change is frightening. All of this happens without any guarantee of success. So while everyone says that they love innovation, what they really like is the fruits of innovation, the destiny. It's the innovators who are willing to make the hard journey, to break through all the barriers required to get to the new destination. Meantime, innovation requires investment, both of capital and, more importantly, of the time and the effort of creative teams. So great innovators usually have to spend some time convincing skeptical executives that it will all end up okay, that their experimental ideas are worth it. Ironically, one of the biggest impediments to innovation is success. Success can make it even more difficult to take the kinds of creative risks required to innovate again. This is so common that there's a business term for it: the innovator's dilemma. That's how we describe a company that is so stuck on leveraging an early success that they stop creating the new. So innovation can be hard, scary, expensive, and complicated. It is also essential to growth. Great development teams understand this and find ways to innovate despite these terrifying forces. Great innovators understand that a new idea will seem awkward at first, and that when people don't understand something, their first reaction is to criticize. Roblox, Minecraft, StarCraft, and MapleStory are 4 examples of highly innovative games that were wildly creative and widely misunderstood when they first launched, and then went on to become massive success stories. There are many more examples in our industry. When Nexon launched Kingdom of the Winds in 1996, the gaming world had never seen anything like it, a massively multiplayer online role-playing game. Today, 25 years later, most of the world's major entertainment companies are trying to get into this business. A few months ago, at a Nexon executive meeting, Dae-hyun Kang made a really good point. He reminded us that every great innovation at Nexon that he could think of started out as a deeply geeky concept. At the beginning of these projects, the people who developed the idea felt almost silly. Today, Dae-hyun has gathered some of Nexon's smartest and most passionate geeks into a division of the company we call Nexon Intelligent Labs in Seoul. Together, they're working on innovations involving machine learning that will change the way that games are played and the way that they're made. Game creation is not only about tools and technique, it's also about mindset. If we can't move beyond our fear of risk, ridicule, and failure, we never reach our potential to do groundbreaking work. NDC was established to help game industry professionals sort through not just the techniques, but also the subtler challenges of innovation. This year's conference is unique. The team has been working really hard to put together a great program, and they've changed the format to make the conference 100% virtual, online for everybody. We hope you'll enjoy this format until we can bring everyone back together again. So while you're attending the sessions and feeling the pressures that go with creativity, recognize that you are in good company. You're not alone. We hope you walk away with insights that may seem geeky and weird now, but that ultimately change our industry. Thanks, and enjoy the conference.